Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Raymondo bringing another video today, and today's not a video anything special, and it's not really about the gameplay or anything along those lines. Sorry about my voice, it sounds really groggy today, like I've got a little bit of a cold. But yeah, it's a bit of, if you guys follow Call of Duty and all that good jazz, and you're on Twitter, you would have seen a couple things recently around Call of Duty and the new franchise, because that's obviously this point of time is where you start to see what the new COD is. Is it going to be Ghost 2? Is it going to be World at War? Or is it going to be like, obviously it's every year it's going to be different, of course. So next year is meant to be Infinity Ward, who are obviously in charge of the next Call of Duty, because they have a 3-year cycle. So obviously this is Treyarch, and then I believe it's Infinity Ward next, and then it is meant to be Sledgehammer, who obviously made Advanced Warfare. So like, if you've been on Twitter recently, you would have seen that a lot of leaked things and like people are saying and whatnot is basically the new Call of Duty is meant to be Call of Duty, like, I'm not sure of the title name, but it is, what we've been seeing is Space Warfare. So we're meant to be having a Call of Duty in space, and if anyone knows about some sort of space, they will know that the gravity side of space is going to be a little bit crazy, because if you jump in space, you're pretty much going to float. So if this game is along those lines, I really don't believe it will be a good game, because just off the way Advanced Warfare was, and no one really like apart from really competitive, Advanced Warfare was probably the worst COD ever. And even then, even the competitive side, I didn't really enjoy. Just because of how bad the game was, I literally didn't watch competitive, and that is pretty much saying something, because I watch a lot of competitive. So Space Warfare, what's been said is that the game is going to be held in a further into the future, like a lot further into the future. So that's going to mean like there's probably going to be some crazy ass jumping and whatnot to like just start. So it's gonna, most chances are that it will probably be like Advanced Warfare, and if it is a 3-year cycle, and I'm gonna imagine there's gonna be some sort of thrusters or boosts involved, because if it's 3-year cycle, I would imagine that they would have started making this like just maybe before Advanced Warfare. So they may have started this game based off Advanced Warfare sort of theme, because it's a 3-year cycle obviously. So they were probably hoping that it was going to be good to have the thrusters and all that good jazz, but I really doubt it is going to be. So obviously everyone is putting a lot of speculation together and all that stuff, but it could be that it is just in space, and it could be sort of like there's no real jumping involved or anything. But the chances are, based off the timing of the game being released and whatnot, I generally believe that there will be some sort of like jumping thrusters and all that jazz. But I really do hope they don't. Like, I just want, I'm probably speaking for like a lot of people when I say this, that we just want a Call of Duty back, like a Modern Warfare 2 with just a standard map. You run around and you enjoy playing COD like with a normal gun and all that jazz, and like that's pretty, I'm like sure like 80% of people, if that is what they want, they just want to be playing like a normal Call of Duty again. But yeah, so moving on from the movement of the game, if it is Space Warfare and it is held in like future, not even the near distance future, if it is held in the future by a lot, then I'm gonna imagine that the guns are probably not going to be bullets. I'm going to imagine that the guns are probably going to be lasers and all that shit. We've had laser guns, I believe we have. I think it was in Advanced Warfare we had a laser gun. So I really don't want to be if I wanted to shoot lasers and like plasma grenades and stuff, I would go and play Halo, or I'd go and carry on playing Destiny if in that case. But So I'm not too sure on what's gonna happen. But I'm pretty sure most people would rather just have a normal Call of Duty where they can just go and play and enjoy it instead of having to just have to thrust jump and all that. Like it's going away from the roots of it. The game. This guy's actually gonna win. Yeah, the roots of the game, like of Call of Duty, of what it's been built on, is literally just gone. And I think that's the worrying thing, and that is still not coming back. Like Black Ops 3 is an amazing game. Do not get me wrong. I love this game, and I think it is one of the best CODs to be released to date. But he's such a camping little kid. But to date, like as I say, yeah, this game is probably one of the best games to date. But I don't know. I kind of just miss having a Modern Warfare 2 and a Call of Duty 4 in that sense. But yeah, I don't know. As I was saying, guys, yeah, I just don't know about how a space warfare could work with Call of Duty, like with the way people want it, like the majority of fans, like how they would want it. Because I just don't think that majority of people are going to want space warfare, if I'm being entirely honest with you. I would imagine more people would just rather have a standard Call of Duty with good maps, good guns, where you can just run around and get kills. What the hell? But they seem to keep thinking that people want to see things where you have aliens and lasers and stuff. Like, if anyone wanted that, they would play Halo. Like, Halo's not a small franchise. Like, Halo's a massive franchise. So for them to keep like trying to sell us this stuff it's becoming a little bit crazy. And then I'm guarantee like it moves on to another point with like crypto keys, for example, on advanced warfare with the supply drop. Like, you can't keep putting in guns. Like, for example, I'm using the HG now. Guns in the game that can affect other people's gameplay, if that makes sense to anyone. Oh god. But yeah, like for example, the HG40. Like the HG40 is not the greatest gun, but it is a good gun. And for example, if it was like on Advanced Warfare, for example, there was the speakeasy. If you had the speakeasy, and I can't remember the bow, I think it was called the Obsidian Seed or whatever it was called. If you had them, you was gonna win every pretty much gunfight, because the other guns on the game were so bad compared to those two that it was just near impossible if you had any other bow to kill someone with an Obsidian Seed, and the same with the speakeasy. So like, and the only way you could get those guns was if you paid money to get them. Like, you can, yeah, of course you can sit there and like grind and get, what the hell is this game lagging? Like, you can sit there and grind the game and get points for it. And like, for example, in this, like, I'm gonna bring out a video of what to do with how to get the new guns, like for free kind of thing. It's not going to be for free, obviously, but it's going to be to an extent. But yeah, I don't know. I just think they need to kind of come away from having like DLCs like that along, where you have to pay for them. Like, I do think, because the majority of people don't really want that. So I think they should just literally go be standard, have good guns on the game and whatnot. And then that's it. Like, you don't need to keep bringing out DLCs with guns and stuff. Like, yeah, they're cool. Bring out camos and stuff. Like, I like that idea. But you shouldn't have to pay to get guns. Like, that is crazy. Like, the average person cannot afford that. And like, if you are gonna bring like DLC of that sense where you have to pay for it, at least make it affordable for the average user. Like, Call of Duty people are not stupid. Like, they do know that how like the age like between people that play COD, how old they are. So for you to keep charging like extortion amounts for bloody DLCs, it's a little, for crypto keys, it's kind of crazy. Like, they paid for like the season pass, for example, that is £30, £35, and then you want them to also buy like another £30 on crypto keys just to get one new gun, which they're not guaranteed to get anyway. Like, it's a little bit insane to me. Like, it's quite obscene of how they can get away with it. Like, obviously not get away with it, but like constantly do it. Like, it's a little bit crazy. Like, they don't ever really give back to the fans. Like, right at the start, when they was like started to sell crypto keys where you could buy it and stuff, they didn't like, they gave you 200 measly bloody crypto keys, which is crazy. Like 200, that's one like rare supply drop. Like, can't you just give us like 1,000? Like your fans are constantly like giving back to you and helping support your cause and whatnot, but yet you can only give them 200 measly things, which you can get in like an hour of gameplay anyway. So I find it a little bit unfair on Call of Duty users, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I do find that it is just a money making scheme, which of course, like, yes, they make the game to make money, of course it is, but like, at least give back to the people who've been supporting your game for however many years and stuff. Like if, like, for example, they could do a little thing where if you've had, because obviously I think on Modern Warfare 3 they had it, if you'd had like all the previous titles and CODs and you'd prestiged on them, they gave you like double XP for 2 hours, like little things like that. Like they do add up and make a big thing. So I believe like they should do like along those lines. If you played over 10 hours on this Call of Duty, you get this. If you've done like, I don't know, if you bought the season pass on the last Black Ops, you should get, like, they should reward you a lot more than they do already, I personally believe. But yeah, so Space Warfare, I'm not 100% certain on it. You guys have to let me know what you guys think about it. I've given what I think, and I tend to not really like Infinity Ward games since. I say that, I've not liked them since really bloody Modern Warfare 2. So Modern Warfare 3 I really didn't like, and I believe they made Ghosts, I'm gonna guess, and Ghosts I didn't really like. So I'm just gonna wrap it up there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and all that good jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.